number 3 of the day is going to feature the minor Pee-wee AA Toros versus the hot Northumberland Nighthawks, who have knocked off Ajax, Pickering, and then Kingston last night, 7-1. So they come into this one on a 3-game winning streak and have worked themselves out of the bottom past Peterborough into the standings. Try to get it out of the zone, captured by McCurdy from the line, shot going wide of the net. As McCurdy gets the first shot through, going wide, trying to get it out, can't get it past the line. Knocked down by Davidson at the other end. Over there for Perot. Nicholas Perot from center, trying to get it in over the blue line, puts it in behind the net with Taylor. Taylor trying to throw it out of front. Nobody is there but the blue jersey to come back the other way for Northumberland up third center. Looking to strike here with a shot. That goes wide of the net as it's going off the left post. Harden trying to keep it in. They got to get it past Drew with a lead pass from Jackman. Broken up at center. Drew with a pass over the blue line, number 17. Will get the opportunity. He gets taken into the boards by Davidson. Kept in at the line. Shot. Caught there by Dalton. There's a rebound out of front of the net though as Northumberland are putting the first pressure on. But it's got 2-on-1. Aiden Howard along with Jackman. Howard with the puck. Shot. Fires it wide of the net. He tried to catch forward up on the wrong foot and just fired it wide of the net. Smith into the zone. Smith going for the backhand, back to the line for McCurdy. Over his stick. Jackman on the loose puck. Logan Jackman from center is going to dump it into the Northumberland end. Back in behind the net. We've just gotten started here at the Gunnepi Rickard. We're tied here at nothing between the Toros and Northumberland. Our third game of the day. Novice AAA's lost to the Quinte Red Devils 4-3, while the minor Adam A Toros held on for a 3-2 victory over North Durham. So this is the rubber match of the day, I guess you could say. That's in behind the net. Lead pass up through center. Rizzler trying to get away with it at center ice. Parker Rizzler trying to get around the check and set up Cameron Ryan, but that puck was in the feet of the Northumberland players. They try and keep it in there. That's going to get fired down the ice at center, and it's going to roll. It's not going to have enough for an icing call as Connor Sear's got to pick it up in his own end. Sear from his own end. He's going to use the boards to move it up there for Cameron Ryan trying to get away. Along with Sabrizi. He's going to chip it further into the zone. Up into the zone comes Harden with a shot. Harden. That goes wide of the net. Tapped in at the line. Nice play by Perry to kick that in. And move it up through center for Sabrizi. They try and get it past the line. Kept in by Cummings there. Cummings moves it over to the other side for Herndon, who's at the blue line. Dumps it in past the defenseman back in behind the net. Around the boards for Sabrizi as they try to get away with it against McCurdy. And there's Herndon getting taken off his feet as both him and Thomas Menko were tied up to each other. Knocked down at center. Fires it off the boards back into the Toros end. Back to retrieve it in his own end as Menko, who's going to take it in behind the net. Thomas Menko with a lead pass for Perot. There he couldn't go with it as Smith is an offside. So we're going to get our first whistle of the game after almost 4 minutes of straight play. A draw that coming just outside the line. Hannon taken off his feet there by Smith as it gets swept into the zone. That's going in behind the net. Back in behind the goal was Parker to pick it up as he tries to fire it out. And they move it up through center for Northumberland, back up the other way. Leading it up into the zone as he puts that in behind the net. Around there for Hannon, trying to get before Smith could. And Hannon comes away with a loose puck. Hannon to the other side for Perot, broken up nicely by Parker at the blue line. Parker on the loose puck again as he's going to pick it up and fire it back in behind the net for Drew. Trying to fire it around. Tapped in by Davidson from the line. The shot doesn't make it through to the net. A backhand away. Can't shoot that area. Here comes Smith from center. He'll just take the shot and go off on the line change as he fires it behind the net. Jack Hazelton from his own end, getting it up there for Perot. Kept in there nicely by Bogday. Bogday with some nice moves, trying to shoot it now. Bogday hit his man out of front as number 17 blocked Bogday's shot going to the goal. Perot trying to chip it out, tipped it past McCurdy. Can't get it past the line as a nice defensive play there by McLeod, tapped it in. Shot there from Hansen, who hit it on net. Gets stopped there by Bolton, who hangs on for a face-off. Hansen will take the offensive draw here for Northumberland. Hazelton chips it behind the net. There's Ethan Maddox standing on it. Bogday's on him, trying to get to the loose puck. Moving it up over the stick of McCurdy, and it's a 3-on-2 the other way. Led by Connor Cole, Jackman, and there's a quick shot, stopped there by Ford, and a rebound out of front. Jackman can't poke that in as Ford held on to it for another face-off. Face-off coming off to the right of Ford as Connor Cole tries to win the draw. Coming around the boards, back in behind the net goes Parker. Parker trying to get it out with a lead pass up through center. He gets stuck there at the blue line. Coming up with the loose puck, back in it to the other side. Here comes Herndon on the loose puck, trying to get in there along with Cummings. Cummings goes behind the net, and Hazelton will be on the loose puck first. Jack Hazelton with a lead pass gets tipped aside there by Aiden Howard at center. Hazelton from his own end, looking for a lane up through center ice. Broken up there nicely by Giroux at the blue line as they try and get to the loose puck. Goes in behind the Toros net and behind the goal. Howard with a lead pass for Sabrizi, was off his right skate, trying to get to the loose puck with Aiden Howard now. Howard and Sabrizi are going to dump it in behind the net. Tripped in behind the goal, no penalty on that. That is going to be a penalty. I didn't see the other hand up. So, no, it isn't going to be a penalty. We are going to get a stoppage in play for the injured player in behind the goal, though. Face-off coming off right at the blue line. Jackson trying to get to the loose puck on the draw. As that goes behind the net, they're moving it around. There's Perry on the loose puck with a late pass that gets broken up at center by Parker Rusler. Rusler from center, in over the blue line. Over there for Sabrizi, couldn't shoot it as they tried to get that pass to the cross to him. So he's all right after getting tripped in behind the goal and going awkwardly into the end boards. Cameron Ryan trying to start something to get around Perry. Drop pass shot, stopped there with a right pad of Ford, who kicked that one aside. And we're going to get a whistle for another face-off as that one rolled right into Ford for a draw. That'll be a draw that's going to be off to the right of Ford in the Northumberland goal. It's going to be Trent Taylor that takes the draw. Looking to win that big offensive draw. Toros trying to keep it in there at the other side. Trying to go back to the line for Sear, but back up the other way. Here comes McLeod leading it in. McLeod can't get around Connor Sear with a nice defensive play. There's Herndon trying to shoot it. Tapped in at the line though by Perry, who pumps it in behind the net. So that's Parker who pumps it in behind the net. And that's Bogday digging on the loose puck, along with McLeod as they try and get it down low for Hanson. That's in behind the net. Almost 2 minutes left to go here in period number one. Stands on the shot, trying to get to it now with Jack Hannon. Hannon in alone, stopped there by Ford. Got enough of that shot to make the stop on Jack Hannon's breakaway. Perot shot going wide of the net. In behind the goal that goes. Davidson tries to keep it in. That's not going to work as they hopped over his stick and back into the Toros end. Thomas Menko with a lead pass up through center for Perot. He's got to try and chip it down. Knocked down by McCurdy at center. He'll put it back in behind the Toros net. Menko takes it in behind the goal, looking for a pass for Davidson. He's got to try and chip it along with Trent Taylor and Hannon. Jack Hannon with a pass to the other side. It's going to get picked up there by McCurdy and tipped up into his own bench. And at a play, we get a stoppage. We've got 1:33 left to go here in a scoreless first period at the Gunnaby Ricker between the minor Pee Wee AA Toros and the Northumberland Nighthawks. One there by the Toros in their own end. Back in behind the net it goes. Thomas Menko on the loose puck, uses the board smartly to get it to the other side. Up through center comes Connor Cole, can't chip it out. Nice play by Cummings. Tapped in at the line by Herndon. trying to get to the loose puck, but Cummings turned it over. Connor Cole from center, leading it in. Up there with Aiden Howard. Cole taking it wide, throwing it out front for Jackman. Scores! Logan Jackman opens up the scoring with a nice slap shot right past the right pad of Ford. We know he can let go of that shot when he wants to, and Ford just found that out in a big way. It's 1-0 Toros. Face-off gets won by Cole. Hazelton from his own end, gonna drop it back to the line for Maddox. Maddox with a late pass out of the reach, up into the Toros bench, and out of play. Face-off off to the right of Dalton. Smith trying to win the draw, goes behind the net, quick shot on net, and there's a catch there from Dalton. He'll hang on for another face-off. And a draw just outside the Toros net. It's going to be Smith that takes it. Trying to get on that loose puck now is Devlin. Devlin back to the line for Parker, missed him. Jackman trying to catch up to the loose puck and can't do it. Gage Ford trying to tip it out. Can't do that. Devlin, shot. Stopped there by Galton, who takes it in the pad and takes it for another draw. Cameron Ryan will take the draw up to the right of Galton. Trying to win it versus Hansen. It goes behind the net for Parker Rusler, trying to move it up. And captain from the line. Nice play. Knocked down the center. 15 seconds left to go. Gage Ford will take it behind his own net and kill off what is left of period number 1. Lead pass up the center for Rusler. He can't get it out. Nice play there by number 17. He can't get it to the net though. And now there goes the buzzer. A late one-time goal by Logan Jackman has the Toros up 1-0 after the first period. It is going to be Hansen that takes the draw here for Northumberland to start off period number 2 versus Cameron Ryan. Perry turns it over to Sabrizi in his own end. Knocked down by Parker Rusler. Toros stay onside. Next play by Cameron Ryan to stay onside. Sabrizi trying to catch up to the loose puck. Remember the last time these two teams played, he scored the only goal for the Toros, the big one that tied up the game at 1. Trying to bang it in at center. Sabrizi uses the boards. Back to the line. Shot going wide of the net. As Connor Shear was off target. Ford tries it now. Can't get it through as it was in a maze of players. Last up the other way from McLeod. Broken up there by Gage Ford and dumped back in. Trying to get it with McCurdy. He can't go. Parker Rusler on the loose puck. Trying to get it away in the corner. Rusler can't get it away from Perry from the line. Gage Ford can't keep it in. And the opportunity to come now with McLeod. McLeod in over the blue line, slapping a shot. Right pad stop there from Galton, who kicks that one aside. And with ease on that shot from McLeod. Broken up at center by Giroux, who's going to dump it back into the Toros end. Gage Ford using the boards around there for Sabrizi, trying to tip it out. Couldn't do it as Perry held the blue line. There's Parker. Parker from the line winding up, and that goes wide of the net. Giroux's going to keep it in from the face-off circle with a shot. That's going to get stopped there by Galton as Northumberland are putting on the pressure here to start the second period, looking to answer the goal by Jackman late in the first. Picked up there by Sabrizi trying to get to it, and it's going to get backhanded out, but not past Parker though. Parker throws it at the net, knocked down by Davidson, who's going to lead it up to center. Turned over to Giroux. Giroux in turn turns it over there to Sabrizi, getting it up there for Rusler. Couldn't go against Giroux. That's going down the ice. And not going to have enough muscle for icing, so James Davidson will take it in his own end. Davidson using the boards to get it up. It's going all the way past everybody. No icing on the call though, as it's behind the net. Late pass up there for Johnson. He He's the one that scored the only goal the last time these two teams played for Northumberland when they played to a 1-1 draw in Darlington. Devlin trying to get it around Perot. Devlin trying to move it up through center. Here comes the opportunity for Smith to get away with a nice play. Smith going up there with Johnson. Over to Johnson. Fires it wide. It hopped over his stick, or that could have been trouble for the Toros as Johnson was on his forehand, but it just rolled over his stick at the side of the net. They had that play timed right, but just didn't work in their favor. Late pass for Hannon, who picks it up at center with some nice moves. Nice play by Taylor to stay onside as it tries to get swept away at center. Devlin into the zone. He's going to dump it in behind the net. And it's going to be a penalty coming up for slashing, and it's going to go to the Toros. It's going to go to Perot. So it'll be face-off in the Toros' end with the opportunity on the first power play of the game for Northumberland to click. It's going to be Hanson that takes the draw just off to the left of Drew Galton. Face-off got won by the Toros as they try and find a lane to get it out. It gets kept in by Giroux at the line and puts it back down low as they try and walk it out in front. Duck in there in the corner, coming out with a shot. That's going wide. Parker's going to try and keep it in. Parker can't go with it. Logan Jackman pokes it out of center. And Northumberland went offside and fired all the way down the ice. That'll go in behind the Northumberland net. Parker in behind the goal. Got bugged on there by Connor Close. He moves it up there for McLeod. And Jack Hazelton will dump it right in, back in behind the goal. Ford comes out to retrieve it and play it up there for Parker. Here comes Bogday from center. Bogday leading it in. Number 21 from Northumberland gets driven into the boards there by Trent Taylor on the other side. Here comes the opportunity. Bogday still yet to get on his feet. Now he is. Kept in by Giroux from the line. Down low for Bogday, trying to shoot it from the face-off circle. Bogday again taking off his feet. Throws it out of front. Turnaround shot. He's going to drop it back to the line instead for Giroux. Giroux a shot. That's going wide. Taking a bounce out of front. Devlin a shot. That's going high and wide over the net. So that's McLeod, number 18. Trying to dig that puck away in the corner. Picked up there. Quick shot from McLeod. Blocker save there by Drew Galton. And dumped down the ice. It's going to go right in on goal to Ford to pick it up. Parker with a lead pass. Up through center comes Cummings. As I walk away at it, there's Parker trying to get through there. Couldn't, and now Parker dumps it back in behind the Toros net. Right in behind the goal is Connor Sear, can't get it up there for Howard. Aiden Howard can't get it out. Cummings back to the line, trying to get a shot through with Perry, and that's going to bounce right in on goal for Drew Galton to make the stop and hold on to the rebound in the blue paint as Northumberland started to buzz around the Toros net on that power play, but had nothing to show for it. Still holding a 1-0 lead for the Toros and a draw coming off to the left of the goal. Face-off got won by the Toros in their own end. Cameron Ryan taking off his speed and behind the goal. Sabrizi tries to get away. Leaves it there for Cameron Ryan trying to tune up the speed. Getting around Cummings. Getting up there with Parker Rizzler as well. Stop. Rizzler rebound. Banging away at it. Loose puck. Can't bang it past the right pad of Ford, who kept it tight up against the right post to stop Rizzler from jamming it in. Draw coming up to the left of the goal. 1-0 by the Toros. Ford back to the line for Connor Sear. Sear trying to wind up with a shot, and that goes high and wide off target. Kept in by Ford from the line. Ford shot, trying to keep it in. Over a stick, 2-on-1. Smith. Johnson's joining the rush as well. Smith a shot. Blocker stop there from Galton, who come up with a big stop off Smith. Kept in from the line. Can't go with it though. Sabrizi on the other end. Benjamin Sabrizi trying to get around the check. And with Cameron Ryan trying to shoot it now. Cameron Ryan a shot stop. Sabrizi rebound scores! Benjamin Sabrizi has his second goal against Northumberland this year. And that one is going to give the Toros a 2-0 lead. The rebound out in front of the net as Ford was out of position, couldn't stop that rebound out in front for Benjamin Sabrizi. Had no chance as Sabrizi was looking at pretty much an open net to fire that into to make it 2-0. Face off coming just outside the blue line. Trent Taylor taking it against Hansen. Back to the line for Menko for Perot. Nicholas Perot from center, leading it up through and over the blue line. Perot puts it in behind the net. As there's the first one, there's Hannon. Jack Hannon trying to get away. Along with Taylor as it's behind the net. There's Parker with a lead pass for Bagye. Trying to get to the loose puck now. Trent Taylor falls off his feet. Number 13 will pick up the loose puck. Parker using the boards to the other side for Giroux. There's McLeod on the loose puck. McLeod taken under the board there by Taylor. Getting up on the loose puck is Hansen with a shot. Thrown at the net, and that goes wide of the goal. It went right through the crease area. Picked up there at center. Nice play by McCurdy to keep it in, and he'll fire it in behind the Toros net. Back forward goes Davidson, who's going to ring it around, try and get it out. Kept in at the line, though. Quick shot. That's not going to make it through as Taylor knocked it down. Trent Taylor with a chip, trying to get it out past the line. Here comes Jack Hannon on it. Hannon getting around Perry, trying to throw it out of front. Almost taken off his feet there. It's in behind the goal. McCurdy on the loose puck, trying to find a lane to get it out. Kept in by Jackman from the blue line. There's Connor Cole. Cole going to the net. Shot. Scores! And Connor Cole hits the game sheet with a goal to snap it past the glove of Ford to make it 3-0. Face off at center. So now the goal scorers belong to Jackman, Sabrizi, and Connor Cole. Number 19 takes it in behind his own goal. Going back to the line for Parker as they play catch with the puck. As they try and throw it out of front. Turnaround shot. Aiden Howard trying to get to the loose puck and get it away. Ethan Maddox will ring it around. That's going to get kept in by Parker. Jackman trying to chip it out, and he will at center ice. Drew from his own end. Going to put it right under the tip of Logan Jackman, whose shot hits the man out of front. Jackman again is going to chip it down low for Aiden Howard, turning around for Connor Cole, who throws it at the net. And that one will get stopped there by Ford, who holds on to it for a face-off. And then it was Aiden Howard who was taken off his feet there at the side of the net. No penalty on the call, but the Toros still have a 3-0 lead with 2 goals here in the third period, added by the goal by Jackman in the first. Sabrizi and Connor Cole here in the second, with 6:31 left to go here in the second period. It is going to be a penalty on that late hit on Aiden Howard. It's going to be Parker that's going to the box. Face off. Don't know what's going on here. Maybe it was a unfair draw. So we'll get another one to take place off to the left of Ford. It's going to be Cameron Ryan to take it versus Johnson. Cameron Ryan wins it back to the line for Ford. Gage Ford playing catch with it with Sabrizi as they move it around. Kept in by Ford at the line. Back there for Connor Sear. Sear chips it back down low. Trying to walk it out of front of Trent Taylor, throwing it out there. Sear tries to keep it in, but it gets swept away from him and down the ice. Connor Sear on the loose puck over there for Gage Ford as they move it around nicely. Sear from center, moving it up. Out of the reach here of Gage Ford as he tries to get to the loose puck now and over the blue line. Toros start a breakout on this power play. And it's led by Sabrizi back to the line for Gage Ford. Ford going for a shot, dropping it back down low instead. Benjamin Sabrizi with the loose puck. Trying to shoot it. Stopped it by Ford. And no, it's not. It got stopped by Ford, but it wound up making its way to the back of the net. The shot was so hard from Sabrizi that Ford could only get a piece of it, and it wound up making its way to the back of the net. It goes down to the power play goal for Sabrizi's second of the game. So the Toros make Northumberland pay for the late penalty after the whistle to make it 4-0. Davidson back in his own end, trying to chip it out. They're digging away at it in the corner, trying to go back to the line. Johnson on the loose puck over to the other side for Perot. Nicholas Perot will catch up to it and try to get away from Devlin. Up there for Smith, and it's a hand pass, and Smith flips it back to the referee. It'll be a draw back into the Northumberland end. 5:10 remaining here in period number 2. Toros up by 4 here in the second period, and a draw off to the left of Ford. Trent Taylor's going to take it versus Hansen. Wins it cleanly back for Menko with a shot. That's going wide of the net. Taylor trying to dig it out, but he got taken off his feet. Jack Cannon tried to get to the loose puck as well. Up through center comes McLeod. McLeod on a 3-on-3 rush the other way. McLeod gets pushed from the face-off circle, takes it behind the net. Now McLeod is behind the goal, taken off his feet now. That's a high puck, and it's knocked down by a high stick by Northumberland. Taylor still in there, getting rid of it. Parker a shot from the line. That's going to get stopped easily there by Galton. That shot from the line by Parker didn't have enough on it. Menko trying to get it out. Menko trying to dig it out of the corner, but it's underneath a Northumberland player, and we'll get a whistle and a break. Draw just outside the Toros blue line to take place by Connor Cole. Perry jumps it into the zone. Right in behind the net for Hazelton, trying to find a lane to get it out. Trying to get it up there for Jasmine. He couldn't go with the puck. Knocked down by Connor Cole. Trying to get to the loose puck now. And spin away is Cummings. Getting it to the side on the backhand shot. Couldn't make it through. Connor Cole back up the other way. Going up there with Jackman again. Connor Cole into the zone. Drops it past. That was out of the reach of Aiden Howard as he tried to join the rush. Cummings up the other way, trying to start a 3-on-2. Cummings, shot, that goes wide. Takes a bounce out of front as he tried to bounce that puck in at the line. Jackman late pass for Aiden Howard, trying to get away, couldn't chip it past Perry at the line. Chip back into the Toros end, back to retrieve it is Maddox. Ethan Maddox from his own end trying to fire it out. Knocked down by Devlin at the line. Connor Cole trying to sweep it away. Couldn't do that. Couple opportunities. Johnson keeps it in. Johnson's shot hit Jackman out in front of the net. As they try and find the loose puck, it goes in behind the goal. Trying to wrap it around. That's going to get kept in by McCurdy. No, it's not. McCurdy will take it from the penalty box area. Bounce it off the boards there for Smith. Toros are going to get rid of it. Nice play. That time it was kept in. This time it was Devlin that kept it in at the line. Devlin trying to get away from the check. Back to the line for Giroux out of his reach. So Parker's got to bail him out. Go back in his own end and pick up the loose puck. Parker up there with Johnson. Trying to get away is Parker with a shot. Stopped there by Galton as he's up against the post to make another stop. And hold Northumberland off the board for now. This will be another draw coming off into the Toros end. It's going to be Hansen that takes the draw for the Sabrizi getting around the check. Back to the line, Connor Sear. In behind the net goes Sabrizi trying to get to the loose puck. Sabrizi trying to go back to the line for Connor Sear. He's going to fire it back down low there for Parker Rusler. Sear back to the line for Ford, trying to get a shot through. That's going wide of the net. Rusler up there for Bagye. Trying to get the loose puck now is number 18. Into the zone. He's going to be joined to the rush. Shot going wide of the net. Misfired off the goal. Trying to keep it in there with Perry from the line. And he couldn't do that as Cameron Ryan chips it out of center. Cameron Ryan dropped it for Parker Rusler. Trying to get around McCurdy. Ryan tries to keep it in. There's Davidson on the loose puck. Davidson from his own end to the other side as they try and dump it in. Turned over there in the zone to Trent Taylor as they try and dig it free with Pro for Hannon. Jack Hannon shot. Caught there by Ford, who holds on for another face-off. Going to be a draw coming off to the left of the Toros goal. Back to the line for Menko. Menko for Perot as he tries to dump it down low. Trent Taylor on the loose puck, throws it at the net. Caught there by Ford for another face-off. 57.5 seconds left to go here in period number 2. It's been owned by the Toros, who have 3 goals in this period and extended their lead to 4-0. Davidson over there for Perot, trying to get away from Parker. Right back down low for Taylor as he tries to walk it out of front. Goes back to the line for Menko as he's going to dump it in behind the net. Trying to walk it out of front is Trent Taylor. Taylor on the loose puck, still back to the line for Menko with a shot. Right pad stop. As they find a lane to get it out. That's Cummings up there with number 19. Quick shot, kicked aside there with the right pad of Golton. There comes Taylor on the loose puck at center. Cut Taylor in over the blue line. As he tried to go with the puck, Perot tries to get rid of it and couldn't. Drew on the loose puck. He might get the last opportunity of the second period. Drew stopped and fires. Shot is stopped. Smith on the rebound is also stopped out in front. Drew Golton with 2 big saves keeps the Northumberland Nighthawks off the board in the second period, and the Toros can take a 4-spot lead into period number 3. Draw coming up here at center. Connor Cole to take the draw versus Cummings. And it'll be Connor Cole winning the draw. He's got a goal in the game. He scored 1 of the 3 in the second period. Man going to the net. Backhand shot stopped there by Golden. Rebound in front gets poked in by Devlin out in front of the goal. Has put Northumberland on the board at 4-1. Only 19 seconds into the third period, so it looks like Northumberland might have a little bit of life now with Devlin cashing in at the side of the net, sweeping that in past Golton to make it 4-1. Cameron Ryan wins that draw back for Ford. Trying to get to the loose puck. Here's Cameron Ryan. He'll sweep it in behind the net as they try and find the loose puck around the board. The loose puck there in the corner, trying to dig it out of the right corner back to the line for Sear. Connor Sear fires it around the board. Kept in at the line by Ford. Gage Ford shot rolled in on that. Easy stop there for Ford, who steers that one aside. So that one was Ford on Ford as Gage Ford got a shot. and the goaltender Ford steered it aside. Moving it up there for Smith. Smith going up there with Devlin again. Devlin's caused some problems so far here in the third period. He's got the only Northumberland goal just happened moments ago, and he's looking for more. Tips that one wide. Devlin trying to dig it in behind the net with Connor Sear. He's getting some help with Johnson, as Sear couldn't corral the puck. Cameron Ryan trying to get away. Poked off his stick though by number 17, Hansen. Hansen still trying to get it. If only he had a brother on this line, we could call him the Hansen brothers. Moves it up through center, right off the boards. Dumps it into the zone. Connor Sear. Sear trying to spin it away. Got hit into the boards. Back to the line for Bagye. Bagye trying to wind up with a shot. Stopped out in front as Galton made the stop. That's going to be a high stick as Parker knocks it down. So it's a high stick by Northumberland, net in front. Hansen will take the draw, loses it to Taylor. Perot trying to get to the loose puck and backhand it in. Trent Taylor on the loose puck, trying to get in there. He tried for a pass for Hannon. Now he gets it backhanded in. Stopped there by Ford, who makes the easy stop and hangs on to it. A draw coming off to the left of the goal. Looking to win that draw. Perot trying to spin away from Hansen. Gets it for Taylor, walking out of front. Sets up Hannon. Couldn't shoot it on the forehand as it goes into the corner. Back over the stick of the defenseman. Menko will pick it up. Thomas Menko over there for Perot. Chip passes it up through center for Trent Taylor. Trying to get into the zone past Parker. Stripped off his stick. Bagye is taken off his feet. Picked up there by Hannon with a nice move. Jack Hannon into the zone. Swept off his stick there by Hansen, who regrouped and was able to come back nicely on defense to sweep it away from Hannon. Taylor again, 2-on-1 with Hannon. Couldn't get the puck over there to him as it turned into a 2-on-2 rush. Getting it over there for Hannon again. Backhand shot. Can't get it through. Taylor tried to get to it along with Perot. Perot bouncing it out of front. Got stopped there by Ford. As the Toros have started to move their feet a little bit here in the third period. And trying to answer that early goal by Devlin as Colt's taken off his feet. Coming up through center. Trying to shoot it now is Terry, and it goes right into the glove of Drew Galton for a face-off. Toros win the draw on their own end, and it's just a little roller that goes into Drew Galton, so he'll toss the puck off to the ref, and we'll take another draw on the Toros end. It's going to feature Connor Cole versus number 10, Herndon. Captain at the line there by Perry. Perry's little backhand is once again gobbled up there by Drew Galton. He'll take another face-off in his own end. Again, it's going to be Connor Cole versus Herndon. And again gets one there by the Toros. Connor Cole rings it around the boards for Jackman. Logan Jackman tries to chip it past McCurdy from the line, but McCurdy was able to keep it in. Nice play there by number 19. Going back to the line for McCurdy, and we're going to get a penalty coming up here for tripping. And it's going to go to Ethan Maddox. So it's going to be a Northumberland power play as they look to cut into the Toros lead here. And a draw that comes off to the right. Herndon's going to take it. The Kaiser going into the corner with Herndon. There's Cummings behind the net. Cummings trying to spin away, setting something up. Cummings back down low for Herndon. Cummings uses the line for Drew. Drew to the other side for Parker as they move it around well. Block shot by Jackman. Nice play by Logan Jackman. Then he tries to use his feet to kick it out. And they dump it down the ice. Nice play there by Logan Jackman. Put his body on the line and blocked that shot from the line from Parker. Into the zone they come. Swept away by Ford at the line. Parker with a loose puck coming up at center ice. Here comes Parker into the zone. Trying to put the brakes on, back to the line for Devlin. Devlin's going to chip it past Sear and take the puck in the corner. Devlin trying to get around Sear again. Devlin is like a rabbit on that puck. Chopping it back down the line for Johnson. Johnson trying to spin away from Sear. He's going to dump it behind the goal. As they try and stuff it out in front. There's Devlin again, back to the line. They're moving it around well as they try and find that open lane. Devlin back to the line again. It's going to be a penalty coming up here to the Toros again. Shot caught there by Dalton. It's going to be a two-man advantage for 31 seconds. So opportunity is knocking now for Northumberland with a two-man advantage. Baguette in behind the goal. Trying to get some help in behind the net. Taking off his feet there was Hansen, trying to get it out. Hansen tipped it in behind the net. First one there trying to be Menko to get it out. Can't do that. Baguette trying to get to the loose puck, but not before Davidson. That's going to get out past McCurdy. McCurdy from his own end from the Toros bench. To the other side as they tried to get in there for Perry. Perry is offside. Face off right here in front of us. Going to be Hansen trying to get to the loose puck against Sabruzzi. And it's going to get chipped into the zone. Hansen back to the line, trying to get a shot through. Over there for Parker. Parker is shot from the line. Caught there by Dalton. Rebound out of front. It's going to go wide of the net. Sears without his stick. Trying to ring it around the boards. Sears had to stick it in behind the net. Had it kicked away from him by Baguette. Cole trying to get to the loose puck, taking off his feet. There's McLeod on the loose puck. McLeod to the other side for Baguette, picking it up. Baguette into the zone. Trying to shoot it. First penalty's over to kill off. Baguette trying to get to the loose puck in the corner. Sears trying to get to it first. He's going to get double teamed there by Baguette. And we'll see, it's Hansen who's also in there for Northumberland. And there's a black puck somewhere in that made the players. And it got whistled down for another face-off. A draw is coming off to the right of the Toros goal. Hazelton tries to get it out. Try and go back to the line for Herndon. Not going to happen, and McCurdy didn't have the height to keep that in at the line. As it got chipped out just over his glove. Perry moves it to the other side for Cummings. He tries to lead it in. Cummings with some nice moves. Starts it from center, dumps it in. Maddox has to take it in his own end with a nice play and dumps it out of the zone. Perry picks it up in his own end. Taken into the boards though by Connor Cole on the other side. And it's an offside going to Northumberland. We have 6 seconds left to go on the second penalty to Gage Ford. So it looks like the Toros are going to dodge the bullet and kill off this two-man advantage without being scored on. Toros hanging on to a 4-1 lead. So this could have been the key point in the game. And they did their job and made sure that Northumberland didn't get any confidence from that power play. Perot trying to change things out of front. That goes wide of the goal. Knocked down by Maddox in his own end. Over there for Hazelton as he moves it into the zone for Jack Hannon, who uses his foot to knock it into the zone. Jack Hazelton from his own end. Going for a lead pass for Hannon, broken up at center by Cummings. And Northumberland were in offside. Tried to get to the loose puck. Taylor, nice move. Sent Taylor into the zone. Makes it to the other side for Perot. Backhand shot. And it just went wide of the net. Cummings trying to get away. Overskated the puck. Trent Taylor on it. Taylor from the face-off circle. Throws it at the net. And there's Perot on the loose puck. Perot back to the line for Menko with a shot. Tipped out in front. They hit a Northumberland player. They try and get it out. And that'll be Cummings' job, who switched it out at center. Other side there for Davidson was out of the reach of the player in front of the net. Taylor with a nice play to hold it in. Trent Taylor trying to get away from the check of the defenseman. Takes it in behind the net with a small size. Kept in at the line by Davidson. Davidson trying to throw it at the net. Gets knocked down. And then he lost his footing. That was McCurdy. As that goes behind the net, Taylor will pick up the loose puck. Trent Taylor trying to walk it out of front. Is behind the goal. Couldn't find a man at the front on the pass as it's in behind the net. Starting it up through center to the other side. Over the stick of Johnson and picked up by Hannon. Hannon's got to get around Smith for the opportunity. Smith is going to get knocked off the puck. Tried to get kept in from the line, and it's Connor Cole who dropped it back for Davidson's shot, as once again blocked by Giroux out in front. And then Giroux, in turn, takes Connor Cole down right there at the blue line. Davidson with a lead pass, too far past Connor Cole, as Smith tries to chip it in. 5 minutes left to go in a 4-1 lead for the Toros. Goal scorers belong to Jackman, Connor Cole, and Sabrizi with 2. And it's Devlin that has the only lone goal here in the third period for Northumberland. Aiden Howard trying to get it away from Johnson. Shot, that's going wide in behind the goal. Coming up through center is Johnson. Johnson trying to use the boards for Devlin. Way past him, down the ice, and it goes for icing. As we get ready for another face-off, it looks like Northumberland are going to have a change in goal. It's going to be Harper that's going to take the goal now and place it forward with a draw coming off to the right of the net. Connor Cole takes the draw. Wins it back to the line for Ford. It got picked up though, turned over, and here comes McLeod at center. McLeod trying to get away, got taken off his feet. Nice play to come back and strip him off the puck. McLeod without a stick now. Gage 4 with a nice drop pass, picked off there by Perry, who sweeps it back into the Toros end. Late pass for Aiden Howard trying to pick it up. Howard with a pass to the other side was out of the reach. Trying to get to it now is Connor Cole. It's in the corner trying to keep it. There is Cole. Throwing it out in front at Northumberland will take it back in their own end. Look for a lane to clear it out. Up through center they come. Leading it into the zone is McLeod. He's got to get around Connor Sear, but Sear's going to take him wide and behind the net. There's Hanson with a shot. That's going wide of the net. Bogier trying to get to the loose puck. Cole, couple walks away at it in the right corner as Bogier came in with a late hit. Trying to get in there is Hanson. Hanson trying to dig it away from Aiden Howard, but Aiden Howard is relentless on that loose puck, trying to get it out of that corner. Around the boards for Sear, trying to get it out there is Parker. And there's Bogier on the loose puck, trying to get it around Sear in behind the net. And go back to the line, but the Toros are holding them off there in the right corner. Backhand shot past Parker, down the ice. And it's going to be a roller that's going all the way down for icing. A draw coming off to the right of the goal. Trying to win it now is Hazelton. He'll dump it off the boards and behind the net. Ethan Maddox with a lead pass, kept in at the line. Nice play by Perry to hold it in. Chips it out at center now. McCurdy on the loose puck, trying to dump it up. Can't get it past Cameron Ryan. Rusler trying to chip it out. He can't do that as it's going to be Cummings that gets to the loose puck. Cummings into the zone. Throws it at the net. There's nobody there to take the pass. As it's there at the net, Perry swipes at it and dumps it into the corner. Loose puck in there for Herndon. Trying to get it out. Got it past McCurdy. And here comes Sabrizi getting up there. Turns it over to Northumberland as they try and chip it out. Stuck there in the corner as they try and dig it free. And it's going to be Sabrizi back to the line. Winding up his Hazelton with a shot. Bounced in on that just over the stick at the side of the goal. What an opportunity there from the side of the net for Parker Rusler. It just hopped over his stick. And that's going to get dumped right here in front of us for Hazelton. Jack Hazelton with a lead pass. That's going to the other side. Broken up there by Devlin of Northumberland to the other side. Picked up there for Parker, who dumps it off the boards. Gets it up there for Smith and over the blue line. Smith with a shot. That gets stopped there by Galton, who stood up to the shot. Smith tries for another shot, and it went wide of the net. Sabrizi trying to dig it free out of the corner. In behind the net, Smith out in front for Devlin. Popped over his stick. 1:20 left. Parker trying to dump it off the boards at center. Picked up there by Cameron Ryan. Cameron Ryan with a nice play. He'll dump it the rest of the ice. Put it back in behind the Northumberland net. As we are now in the last minute of play of the third period. It was a goal in the first period and 3 in the second that got the Toros out to a 4-0 lead before Northumberland was able to answer with one of them back here in the third, but looks like the Toros might hang on for 2 points here versus Northumberland, and it's a big 2 points as well. As checking the scoreboard, Pickering tied with Kingston today, so this would put the Toros 1 point back. 1 point back Pickering. Toros would wind up with 21 points, and Pickering would have 22. Smith into the corner. There'll be another game here for the minor Pee Wee AA Toros as well when they travel to Belleville tomorrow. Look for another 2 points. Rebound in the front for Perot, who's able to get robbed at the side of the net though. It looked like Perot swept that in at the side of the net, but that was Ford. Ford's back in the Northumberland net to make that stop out in front. Took away a sure goal from Nicholas Perot out in front of the goal. The draw off to the right of Ford now with 34 seconds left. Taylor tries to take the draw. It looks like it's going to be a penalty. Coming up here to Northumberland. Dalton's going to the bench for the extra attacker. Back to the line for Sear. Connor Sear tried to get a shot through. Stopped there by Ford. Perot on the loose puck. Trying to use the boards back to the line for Sear with a slapper. That's getting blocked out in front as the Toros move it around. And it finally gets touched up by Northumberland, so we'll get the penalty call. It's coming off to the right of the goal as it goes in behind the net. It's Jack Cannon that takes it behind the goal. That should about do it for the game with 5 seconds left. They have it in behind the net, and that's going to do it. Northumberland had their chances in the game, but they didn't bury it when they had to. And the Toros got off to a quick start in the first period when Jackman scored before the end of the first. And as mentioned, Sabrizi had 2 in the second, and another goal by Connor Cole made it 4-0 before Northumberland got on the board to make it 4-1. That's how this one will wind up. Another game, as mentioned, will be tomorrow in Belleville, and that ends a very busy day for MJ Broadcasting. My name's Mike Jackman.